Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be breaking down the Thunder's 121-92 blowout win over the Los Angeles Lakers yesterday. This was a great game from the Thunder. Essentially, from the tip, they kind of just led the entire game and really took control, came out with the most energy, and they really never looked back. So we're going to be recapping this game and just breaking down the X's and O's. Okay, so we'll start with tip-off. Lakers are actually going to win the tip here, and they're going to get straight into their set. He's going to bring the ball up. He's going to throw a pass here to Ayton, and then Hachimura is going to come around. He's going to set a screen on Wallace, and then Luka's going to come up to the top of the arc, and Ayton's going to come and do an inside handoff. They're hoping is that Wallace and Hartenstein stick to Luka, and so it'll make Chet, who's right here, he'll either have to step up and guard paint, or Hachimura will be here wide open at the three-point line. And so they do exactly what they want. The Thunder really wanted to hedge Luka, and you'll notice this throughout the game. So Luka and Austin Reeves, they're Lakers' two best players right now with LeBron hurt. And so anytime Luka or Reeves come off a screen, our secondary defender is going to be hedging off of the screen. So you see it here. Hartenstein's playing up. He's trying to cut this driving lane off, so Luka is not able to get outside. But Luka's a really good floor manager. And so he sees that Kaysen stayed with him. So he's getting doubled. Now Chet has to kind of guard two positions. He has to guard here, and he has to guard here. Chet ends up giving inside leverage, and Luka recognizes this, but Chet's a very good rim protector, so he's able to get a chip of it. And now you have Shai in transition. So don't have numbers, so Shai ends up bringing the ball back out, which is really good recognition. Sees Chet's open. Now you have Mitchell right here in the corner. So Chet makes the appropriate read. Wide open corner three. Unfortunately, just ends up missing it. So this next play, we're going to have Mitchell bringing the ball up. We're going to have Wallace and SGA sitting in corners, just kind of opening up the floor. And then you're going to have iHeart clear out, and you're going to have Chet set a ball screen for Mitchell to attack downhill. So gets a switch. And you're going to see Mitchell's going to drive with his right, going to get inside the paint. Really tough finish. So a lot of people who are new to basketball, they don't understand how tough this finish is. I mean, he has a forward guarding him, so he's giving up a lot of length on this mismatch, or on this matchup, excuse me. But also, as you can see, if you guys don't know, Mitchell's also predominantly left-handed. And so he's finishing with his opposite hand, and he's finishing off his opposite foot. So he's doing, he's going off of his right foot, and he's finishing with his right hand. This is really important on this layup, because what a lot of shot blockers will do in the league is they kind of try to count how many footsteps a player normally goes up with, and so by going off of 1 foot, you're kind of disrupting the jump point. And so again, this is a really good job by Mitchell. He goes off the 1 foot instead of 2, because that's normally what people finish off their layups with. And so he goes off wrong foot here, and it's a really, really tough finish. So one of the Thunder's defensive schemes this night is that anytime someone is anytime Luka or Austin Reeves enter the paint, they are immediately sending help, right? Like all of our centers, all of our Chet, iHeart, all of our rim protectors immediately crash the paint. Like they're willing to give up an outside shot. The Thunder really wanted to limit any inside penetration, and so you'll see iHeart's already giving up some distance between him and 5. And same with Chet here. He's giving up Hachimura a wide open 3 here, but that's just because of the defensive scheme. And so you'll see Austin Reeves trying to go ISO on Mitchell here, and Mitchell just does a really good job of playing defense, constantly making Reeves move his hips, turn around, ends up disrupting this play here, and then ends up getting the tip on the ball for an easy layup. But again, this is really just because Mitchell's just sending Reeves straight to help. Like, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to make him turn around, and like even if he is to like not turn the ball over here, he's running immediately into Hartenstein, and like you give this shot up all day. Like, you live with that shot if you're the Thunder. And so really good job by Ihart and Mitchell here, just playing really good help defense, and leads to easy points. So similarly to what the Thunder did against Golden State, is they're just face guarding Luka, so their best player, and because of their face guarding, obviously the Lakers are going to set high ball screens just to create some separation and allow their players to either like set a soccer screen. So that means like Rui Hachimura is going to act like he's setting a screen, and then he's going to slip out of this like Draymond did when the Thunder were playing Golden State, or they're just trying to create some separation between him and the primary defender. And so the Lakers here, they're going to run a twist, which is essentially just 2 ball screens in case the first ball screen doesn't initiate any contact. So Cason does a really good job here of pumping, like he's going to go inside instead of going outside of the screen. And so it kind of throws off Hachimura's like screen, as you can see here. Let's see if I slow it down. He's going to pump like he's going and under the screen. Instead he's going to go over, and then Rui's going to run a twist screen. So again, he's just going to set another screen right after that to initiate the contact, and then he's going to roll out of it. And again, the Lakers here are just trying to pick on Chet. I know Luka has really favored this matchup against Chet even since he was on the Mavericks. They love isolating him. And so does a really nice step back here. He's able to create a little bit of separation, which is just enough to get a good shot off. So again, Thunder are face guarding Luka. Going to set a high ball screen for him. And then DeAndre Ayton's just going to set a shocker screen, which just means he's going to roll back. He's going to kind of acting like he's setting a screen here. But he ends up rolling out of it. And so Chet kind of gets lost. He looks back for like that split second, which kind of hurts him here. Again, and gives up inside leverage for an easy layup. But this is also just a really good entry pass from Luka, recognizing that he's occupying 2 men here. Because he can easily just kick this out for a Hachimura 3. But again, he's able to see that Chet's giving up inside leverage, and there's no one backside to help. Shai's a little late off the help, and gets an easy layup. Okay, so Lakers are going to run a set here. Haynes is going to set a screen on Mitchell, and Connect's going to come off, set a down screen on Caruso. They're going to have Reeves coming off of that screen, and he's going to try to get to one of his spots here. That's where he loves to shoot the ball from. But the Thunder are able to pick this up really nicely. As you'll see, good screen by Connect here, create some separation. Jang's a little bit late off the hedge. Like ideally, again, like with the Thunder's like defensive scheme here, is they're trying to hedge essentially everything that Reeves and Luka come off on, and so ends up being able to stick to him though. And let's get past here. Love this closeout by Mitchell. Like this closeout's really good. Connects a very good 3-point shooter. So really good closeout here. And now everyone's lined up. So everyone has their own man. Like we're all good here. No need to help really. You have a hat on a hat. And so now shot clock's already winding down. And the Thunder did a really nice job on Wednesday night of forcing their star players to just take insanely contested shots. I mean, Reeves has to kind of chunk up a shot here with how low the shot clock is. But I mean, like even still, like this is a very contested shot and just a very good defensive possession from the Thunder here. One of my favorite plays from Wednesday night. Caruso's going to steal the ball in transition on Austin Reeves. And so now the Thunder have numbers, right? You have a 5-on-4 mismatch. Caruso's going to push the ball in transition, making Hachimura stop ball. And then you're going to have Caruso already spotting up. Because again, you have the 5-on-4. You have numbers. You have a 5-on-4 mismatch. He's going to spot up, walk into a 3 here. Perfect form. Again, like this is just coach tape right here. On this next play, as you can see, 45-24, kind of midway through the second here. Thunder really were able to separate themselves in the first quarter and just kind of ran with it ever since then. But you're going to get a 2-man game between Reeves and DeAndre Ayton. They're going to run a twist at the top of the arc. So again, he's going to set the ball. He's going to set a ball screen on Mitchell, not trying to get any contact. It's going to allow Reeves to set his man up, and so then Reeves is going to snake the ball screen, which all snaking means is he's coming this way, and then he's going to cut back inside. And so that's what snake means. It kind of looks like a snake. So he's going to cut back inside. Once he sees J-Will kind of overhelps here, he sees like he's overcommitting here. He's just going to cut it back the ball inside and, initiate contact here. So really good play by the Lakers here. Just getting the ball in their best player's hands. Okay, this one's the next play by OKC. Caruso's going to swing the ball to Shai near midcourt. And Hartenstein is going to set a shocker action. Again, it just means he's going to act like he's setting the screen and he's going to slip out of it. And so Shai does a really nice job here of stopping on a dime and letting Smart's momentum carry him over this way. And so that creates that little bit of separation that Shai needs to get into his step back here, fadeaway jumper, high percentage shot. Okay, so Lakers are still in man here. 1 minute left in the second quarter. Isaiah Joe's just going to beat Luka off the dribble. He's going to drive, kick the ball out. Again, Hayes is kind of sitting in that restricted area, so he's right under the goal. Leads to an iHeart floater, money. Okay, so on this very next play, Reeves is going to bring the ball up. And you see you have the smaller Mitchell guarding Hachimura here. So they're trying to exploit that. That was a good entry pass. Almost gets him caught in no man's land. But again, the Thunder just don't want to give up anything easy inside the paint. And so you're going to see iHeart just waiting for it. Mitchell does a good job of not letting Hachimura get inside here. So he's going to force him to go outside. Like an erase. And iHeart's right there, just ready for the spin move. Ends up getting a good tip on the ball here, forcing Hachimura into a tough shot. Now, the correct read here is you have Hayes already right here inside the paint, and Shai's behind him in case it kicks out to Smart here on the 3. See, as soon as he turns or spins out of it, you have iHeart already picking him up. If Hachimura just gets this ball inside, I don't even know if he can see Hayes, but this is the correct read here. Just getting the ball inside to Hayes. He can easily pass it outside of Hartenstein. Instead, forces him into a tough shot. This is actually such a crazy tip. This is a complete accident by Joe here, ends up scoring. Okay, so start of the second half. As you can see, the Thunder are up 30 points. Holding the Lakers to 40, which is insane. You're going to have Shai here as a release player. So at first, Chet's going to set a ball screen on Reeves. Realizes nothing's there. You have iHeart flashing near the top of the key. He's going to turn around, give the ball back to Shai. He's going to set a really good screen on Smart here. Now he's occupying 2. Smart's going to roll back onto iHeart here, and you have Luka in help on defense, cutting anything off inside the paint. And so now you got the mismatch you want. You got their center on one of the best players in the world here. See, Luka's still in help here. All of their guys are crashing inside, collapsing. Ihart's trying to signal an alley-oop because he has a smaller defender on him. But again, he still has Luka here, so it's just not there. But what I really like about this is Chet realizes what's going on here. He realizes that Reeves kind of has to occupy the two of them right here. And so he's just going to kind of play the soft part in between both of them. And so Shai does a really nice job of recognizing this. He has Chet right here. He's going to drive inside. No one's guarding him. Again, Chet's development, like in the mid-range game, it's been huge for the Thunder this season so far. Okay, so on this next set by the Thunder, they're going to run a double screen with Wallace and Hartenstein for Shai. Luka does a really bad job of getting over the screen because, I mean, if he doesn't get over it, now Ayton has to guard him. And there's just a lot of miscommunication between the Lakers defense here in this game. And so Luka doesn't end up following Hartenstein. He ends up kind of sticking with Shai. And it's definitely important to note that they went away from Isaiah Joe so they could pick on Reeves here and help. And so Hartenstein's just going to kind of roll out into the middle of the paint. And if Reeves is here and help, right, if he's here and help, he picks up Hartenstein. Now Hartenstein can just pass it to Isaiah Joe here for a wide open three, which again is the Thunder's best perimeter shooter. And so because Reeves is late in help, you have an easy dunk here by Hartenstein. But this is also just a great pass by Shai to set this up. So one of the major adjustments the Lakers made in the second half was to switch every ball screen, which I'm not sure is the best strategy to do against the Thunder, especially when you have the former MVP on the floor. And so the Thunder really exploited this. As you can see, Hartenstein's going to set a ball screen. He's going to get Smart onto him. And so now you have Shai on, or you have DeAndre Ayton on Shai, which is exactly the type of mismatch you want if you're the Thunder here. And so Shai is just going to kind of go to work here. He's going to size him up, hezzy, in and out, gets to his little bump fade, step back, and yeah, I mean, like, this is exactly the shot and mismatch you want if you're the Thunder. So the Lakers on this next play are going to run a shocker action with Hayes. So he's going to act like he's setting a screen. He's going to roll instantly and slip out of it. But again, the Thunder are just well prepared, and you also have an athlete in Cason Wallace being able to get over it instantly. But I just want you guys to watch how hard it is for Austin Reeves to just try and score the ball here. I mean, he has constant help, so he sees the help. And if you're Cason Wallace, this is exactly what you want. I mean, you want the person you're guarding to drive straight into the help defense and honestly just make them change directions constantly and really make them work for it, which is what Reeves has to do here. Ultimately, it ends up leading to a foul, but still, like, Reeves has to work so hard for this basket. This is just great defense. Again, unfortunately, it ends up leading to free throws, which is not really what you want, but like, this is the key to limiting Reeves and Luka to such low points per game, or not points per game, but just points in general of this game. All right, so last breakdown of the game. As you can see, the game's already over. It's 64-97. I know I did this with Golden State the last game. I'm doing it again this game because the Thunder keep blowing out their opponents. The fourth quarter isn't really worth watching just because none of the star players are playing. But you're going to have a long rebound by Shai here. He's going to go out in transition. There's 5 seconds left on the clock. And you have Isaiah Joe already spotting up for a three-pointer in case Connect decides to help, which he does a little bit. He does long enough for Isaiah Joe to get a little bit of separation in space. And nothing really insane about this play. Like, breakdown-wise, it's kind of just a penetration and kick out. But I just wanted to include it because I really like the behind-the-back pass by Shai here. And a really good finish by Isaiah Joe. All right, and that'll wrap up the video for today. Again, if you guys like the content I'm pushing out, make sure to like and subscribe, as I'll be trying to do this for every Thunder game this season moving forward. I am a full-time student, so you know, I might have to be a little flexible here and there, but I want to crank out these videos as much as possible. Just a really good effort by the Thunder on Wednesday night, being able to take care of the Lakers here at home. This is a pretty good Lakers team, what a lot of people believe to be a title contender this season, especially when they get LeBron back. So we'll see, but that's exactly what you want to see. You want to see a blowout against a really quality team. But yeah, that'll wrap up the video. Again, if you guys have any recommendations for me, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm open to literally everything. As I've said before, I'm still very new to this YouTube thing, so any advice or feedback is much appreciated. But yeah, that'll be it, guys. Thank you.